Improving public awareness and setting higher standards in fire safety is key to saving lives. We spoke with Steve Hamm and Paul Trew from the Institution of Fire Engineers to discuss the importance of collaboration to ensure our communities are safer.
Steve Hamm, Paul Trew, welcome. Steve, will you begin by telling us a bit about what the IFE does and how you support your members?
Yeah, certainly. So the Institution of Fire Engineers effectively recognises individual professionals within the fire industry. And what we do for our members is through that recognition, we give them professional status, we give them post-nominals, we run series of examinations and qualifications that people can obtain. And for many of our members, we actually, on behalf of the Engineering Council, can register these individuals as fire engineers.
What role do professional standards play in ensuring positive outcomes within the fire industry?
Well, professional standards are very important to us, as you would expect, as a professional body. What we're really interested in is that those professional standards can be demonstrable, so that within all of the various activities that go on within fire safety and fire engineering, individual practitioners can actually demonstrate that they have the knowledge, the understanding and the experience.
And Paul, in response to high-profile residential fires reported across the globe, how can the public have confidence in fire safety moving forward?
Well, there'll be a wide range of initiatives going on. That can be organisations that are lobbying government, organisations that are responsible for maintaining collaboration across fire and rescue services within the UK and wider than the UK. You have public sector organisations like the local authorities, making sure that their residents are safe, aware of what they can do in the event of a fire, providing information, carrying out inspections and those sorts of things. There'll be fire and rescue services doing the same sort of thing. They'll go to individual premises, they'll carry out a home fire safety visit, they'll supply smoke alarms in many cases for residents and all those sorts of things. So essentially, there'll be a wide range of consultations as well that people will comment on, to make sure that fire safety legislation is ever improving and continues to do so.
And how can fire professionals demonstrate their ongoing competency?
So key to that really is continuous professional development. So Institute of Fire Engineers members can access a CPD hub. We provide that, but there are others as well, obviously. And essentially, by maintaining their competency through learning and continuous learning is the best way to demonstrate that. So they can attend courses, obviously, and they can demonstrate their competence through that. Practice is key. So it's one thing to have a qualification, but continue to practice and make sure that you're always checking the work that you do with peers and other methods to make sure that you're continuing to practice appropriately. That's a key thing. Attending conferences, reading journals, looking at access on the internet for information is an ever-evolving sector, essentially, so people need to make sure that they're on top of their game. Logging is key as well, so make sure that all your CPD and knowledge and skills is logged and you've got a dossier of that information, essentially. So all those sorts of things can be done to make sure that competency is maintained.
And Steve, how do industry leaders collaborate to improve overall fire safety?
Well, collaboration, I think, is one of the most important facets of how fire safety as an outcome is achieved. And I mean that through all stages, really, in the built environment, for example, from the design and construction, management and use of buildings, right through to the time when a fire occurs and post-fire environment. Throughout all of those phases, the various individuals and organisations that have a role to play need to talk to each other. And I think we're all very conscious of that. We have a role to play as a professional body to ensure that dialogue takes place, because we have members from each of those sort of areas that happen. And also, I think particularly important is, whilst the focus quite often is about life safety in fire, quite obvious and well-meaning reasons, asset protection is equally as important in many instances. So fire safety to protect assets and businesses is extremely important as well. So that collaboration sort of manifests itself in people like myself and other colleagues coming together to try and have a sort of strategic approach to fire safety, working with government where regulation is required to ensure that we get to where we need to be with an outcome of fire safety.